Hi everyone, this is Marty from Dog Nation Hockey Foundation. Welcome to Dog Bowl 14. I'm here with Lucas Bisbee in New York Life, this year's streaming sponsor. Tell me a little bit about your New York Life.
Yeah, Marty, thank you for having me. So again, Lucas Bisbee with New York Life, Colorado. I'm one of the partners here at the Cherry Creek office. Some of the areas that we help our clients, we do a lot in the realm of life insurance, disability insurance. We do financial planning. We really do the full spectrum. We help with some tax efficiency strategies. Would love to share with everybody how to really help maximize how you can give back to Dog Nation, some different strategies of how we leverage that here locally in the community.
Yeah, and you guys have been part of Dog Nation for quite a few years now, and you even on a personal level, even before New York Life was sponsoring.
Absolutely, yeah. So I've been part of the Dog Nation family for, almost since day one. Since first Dog Bowl was out there refereeing, donating back some of our game fees to help support the cause. So it's very near and dear to my heart. Love what we do, love the impact that we have here in the community.
Yeah, and so you actually have a little bit of a personal connection to Dog Nation. You want to tell us about that one?
Absolutely. So Dog Nation is very near and dear to my heart. One of my best friends who actually officiated our wedding last year, Patrick Donnelly, thanks to the support of Dog Nation, helped give back and helped him get a new heart. And yeah, it was really tremendous what he was able to do, and all thanks to the support of Dog Nation.
Yeah, and Patrick's now a big part of Dog Nation, and anybody that knows Dog Nation knows Patrick as well, and they're gonna know you too at this point. And this year's an exciting year for me because you've refereed many Dog Bowls, but I'm gonna referee my first Dog Bowl this year, and where I'm gonna trade partners throughout the weekend, and one of those is gonna be you.
Love it. Yep, we're gonna show Marty the ropes and how to not do a good job.
Yeah, that's going to be interesting. And for all of you out there, thank you to all the sponsors. Thank you to Shaw Hockey Productions, who does an amazing job at live streaming all these games. And we just couldn't do it without all of these sponsors and all of these volunteers. And welcome to Dog Bowl 14, and enjoy the game.
Thank you to all the other sponsors out there. Please come see us at our booth. Would love to chat more about other ways that we can help Dog Nation. Thank you, and enjoy the game.
Thanks.
We're picking this action up live in the first. 13:27 left to go. We have a 1-0 lead. The Edgy Penguins on the Lady Dogs. The Lady Dogs are in the attack zone right now, threatening. Fire to the middle. It is chipped by the goalie and then pushed out, but not cleared. Comes back, goes off the goalie's stick, and they'll fight for it against the near boards. Pushing it all the way down. Signal is an icing on that one. Face-off will come back into the Edgy Penguin zone. Face-off is won back and then it's turned over, goes out to the Lady Dogs. Fires off the shin pads. It'll be picked up by the Penguins. Penguins hitting neutral ice with speed. You'll have a 2-on-2 developing here. Walks to the middle, fires it wide of the net, gets the rebound and fires it just to the right of the open net as the goaltender had committed to the near side shot. Coming back out, Dogs with a long pass, hits a stick but still makes contact on the tape. She walks in, fires it off the outside of the net. It's picked up by the Penguins. Penguins will kick that out for the breakout. Makes it to center ice, does not clear the zone, and then does get pushed out by the Penguins, who will dump it in and give chase. This one comes back in the zone. Lady Dogs will fight towards the slot area, open, and then goes off of the skate and goes to the boards. They'll battle for it up at the point, and it gets slipped by, and now you got a 2-on-1 slow developing. The back check cancels that out. Still have one person in the zone. It hits the brakes, fires for the upper right corner, just misses it off of the glass, comes out to the point. They'll battle, and we got a 1-on-1 at center ice. With the Lady Dogs coming in, Penguins get back with a good back check while the Dogs are changing behind the play. And they get back into the zone. Oh, here's a high scoring chance there. He goes off, ramps up a stick and goes over it into the boards. Lady Dogs will turn it over behind the net. Picked up by the Penguins. They'll break out and hit neutral ice. Good back check. Good solid back check there. Pushes back and forth a little bit between the Dogs and the Pengs. And number 11 walks in, does a 360 as she loses the handle on the puck, and it gets pushed out by the Penguins. This will be an icing, and it will come back into the Lady Dog zone. 10 minutes and 30 seconds left to go in this championship first half. The Dog Bowl trophy is at center ice in the scorekeeper's area. That's what these ladies are playing for. Again, we have a 1-0 lead on the Penguins as they will make a late change at 6 people. That's frowned upon by the officials. This one comes back, it's won by the Penguins. They'll push it around behind the net. And they'll go up the boards for the breakout. 1 chip, 2 chips. This one, if there was glass there, it would have been a great pass off the glass, but there is not because that's where the players are. And it goes into the bench, and that face-off should be just outside the Penguin zone. Puck is dropped. It's pulled back to the defense, and they try to push it forward. It gets turned over. Penguins will fight for it and push it back. And number 11 brings it into the zone. Good backhanded pass to the slot area. Shot goes wide of the net. Picked up by 11 again. She tries to get back in that slot area and does pick it up. They'll fight for it. Bounces around a little bit. Bounces in front of the net for a scoring chance, but hops over a stick and is picked up by the Penguins. They'll try to race out of the zone. Met with a little bit of resistance. It comes right back in the offensive zone as quick as it left. And a couple of changes behind the play, and then this one will be pushed out by the Penguins. Gets held against the boards for a second, looking for another pass, and now it will be carried in a 1-on-3 as the Lady Dogs finish their change. Penguins try to get it out, stopped at the point, fired in. That one the goalie's going to hold on to long enough to get a whistle. And both teams will change. 8:41 left to go. 1-0 Penguins in the first half of this championship game. Puck's drop, comes back to the Penguins. They'll take a look, waiting, chips it up. It's stopped at the point and pushed back in by the Dogs. They'll wrestle for it and held in again. Good work on the point again to keep that one in. Push it down low, be looking in front, and just misses that. Secondary almost hits. Third fires, and it bounces just wide of the goal. This one goes back up to the point again. It'll be kept in, fired from up high, bounces into the goalie. That's a save. Comes out. Penguins are going to hit neutral ice with speed with a 3-on-2 slowly developing, and that one gets poked away by the defense into the corner, and the rest of the team will come into the zone. They'll fight for it down low. Pops up and back into the zone. Penn setting up in front, and they'll battle for it at the top of the slot area, and then it gets kicked out of skate, held in. First attempt, a little bit of stick battle before the Dogs finally get it out with a little bit of room to skate. They'll regroup and buy a little bit of extra time with the D-to-D pass. Defense is given neutral ice for free, skates up, sets up the far side, and then goes for a change. This one will bounce down. It does have the distance, but not the speed to make it all the way down. And therefore the icing is negated, and the Lady Dogs come back with speed. Through neutral ice into the zone on the outside, fires it, and the goaltender gloves that one. Bit of a centering pass, got a little too close to the goalie. Goalie grabbed it. That'll be a face-off inside of the Penn zone. .638, we keep the same runtime rules, 2 halves of runtime. And then if it is a 1-goal game or less or tied, then it becomes stop time in the final 2 minutes of the final half. And if it remains a tie at the end of regulation time, it becomes a 3v3 shootout. Comes back and it gets sent around the boards, and it's picked up. Penguins will give chase deep into the corner, deep into the Lady Dogs. They fire it out front, bounces off the side of the net, and then is picked up by the Lady Dogs. Lady Dogs look for the cross-ice pass. It just misses. Will go into the zone. They'll give chase. Picked up by the Pens. Pens will force it up the boards. Lady Dogs first to get to that. Backhander to the center, and it is stopped and kicked out. And they'll battle for it at center ice, one-on-one. That's a shot on goal and a save by the Lady Dogs. They got stuck inside of her gear. She has to wiggle a little bit to get that out of there. And face-off will take off to the right of your screen inside of the Lady Dog zone. Even though all of the Lady Dogs are lined up on the top side, the ref will go ahead and pull them over. We're under 5 minutes left to go as they go behind the net, break it out to the wing. Wing chips it up to the center. Center takes a look, good move, protects the puck, and now it's a race. Headman pass up to the winger. Winger on the outside, backhands it, bounces over to the center, and they'll give chase on the other side, and it's picked up by the Penguins, who hard pass out, a little bit too hard, and that's going to go in, but it looks like it's going to be on target, therefore no icing, but the goalie smothers it, and there'll be a face-off inside the Lady Dog zone. This one squirts free, and it gets out to neutral ice before the Pens have to regroup in their own zone. Long pass is challenged and pushed into the zone, and Pens will pick it up on the outside, waiting for everybody to join the rush. Gets turned over behind the net, picked up by the Dogs. They will come up, got a lane down the side, and through neutral ice, one-on-one to get into the zone. And almost a shot, lost the handle just before it shot, and it gets picked up by the Pens and kicked out of the zone. Signal is for an icing, and it will be waved off, or check that, it will be called icing. 3 minutes left to go. That faceoff comes back into the Pens zone. This one's one back. Pens have it. Pushes it up to the point. It's challenged and kept in. Shot from the outside off of the stick. That's called a block. And it's picked up on the edge. Tries to push it forward for a streaking forward. Streaking forward grabs it. Got a 2-on-1 developing. Into the slot area. Backhand goes wide of the net, and it's picked up by the Lady Dogs. This one gets pushed back into Lady Dogs. Lady Dogs will pick it up behind the net. It's a D-to-D pass. And it is challenged, but she makes it through. Lots of sticks in the way. 3-on-2 a little bit happening right there. And it is a turnover. Fired at net, hits a stick, slows down. The goalie jumps on it, no rebound. We're in the final 2 minutes of the first half of this championship game. The Edgy Penguins are up by 1. Lady Dogs 0. There's one back by the Penguins. Penguins battle for it, hits 2 sticks and goes up in the air and over the U.S. food sign. A proud sponsor of Dawg Bowl, along with several other companies that have been kind enough to not only donate their money, but their people and their help and their presence inside this tournament, which has, to this point, from a financial standpoint, been the most successful fundraise for Dawg Nation, even with lots of money going out to recipients. This one comes back. Dogs are on the rush into the zone. It's moved to the outside, moved back to the inside and fires. Stick gets on it, takes away a little bit of the muster, and the goalie catches it on the first bounce and protects the puck. We are inside of the final minute of play for this first half. This was set up inside of the Penguin zone. Penguins look like they have a total of 2 lines plus 1 extra person. So a lot of changing is needed. On the other side, maybe an extra line on the forwards for the Lady Dogs, but only running, it appears to be 2 sets of D. A lot of hockey for everybody on this weekend. Started back on Wednesday and games every day. Some teams having 2 games in a day. We will hit the final seconds, about to hit intermission as the faceoff comes out to center, as we're going to have a penalty on the Penguins. So the Lady Dogs will start out on a power play. After this brief intermission. Other action happening around Dawg Nation championship games. The much sought after Platinum game. Denver Concrete won their 7th title in a row, pushing out the heavily favored Top Dogs that had 5 active DU players along with 2 active NHL players. Hats off to Denver Concrete getting it done. Very dramatic fashion. Those teams really match up well. Top Dogs had 1 in pool play. Other shout out inside the Copper division. Long friend, the late Marty McKnight's Mustangs lived on and won their championship 4-2. And got to lift the trophy and a toast to Marty. Steel Rock Films, big Dawg supporting group, also won their championship game. As we got some players and some referees working on patching up a hole on the ice, which at this point, with the amount of games that have been played, and not to mention that you had pro skaters on this ice, lots of grooves, lots of trouble getting it to freeze over and fix. A lot of the damage has been done to the ice over the last several days. The rink manager was talking about how they'll shave down the ice and refreeze after this tournament because of the use of the ice, and reset it. Excellent ice crew keeping this place going. Some of the best ice in the state. Now we'll get back at it. Lady Dogs have a 1-goal lead, and they have a man advantage going into the beginning of the second half. Looks like the Edgy Penguins have 3 members of the coaching staff there that were kind of rallying the team, whereas the Lady Dogs have a little bit of youth on their bench. Looks like somebody's kid maybe for support, and then probably a player coach doing it the Paul Newman style. Here we go, second half is underway. Championship is on the line. It's a 1-0 lead for the Dogs, who have a power play man advantage right now. They'll push it into the zone and try to set up. They'll fight in the corner. It's picked up by the Penguins, so they look to try to get out of the zone and can not make it out. It is touched, then held up at the point. Skip it in, gets pushed right back out, and they'll battle this puck a little bit before it is kicked free and picked up by the Lady Dogs, who will push it down the ice into the zone and turn over to the Penguins. Penguins got some room to skate, and we'll chip it off the boards, kick it out of the zone, picked up at center, and then pushed. Nice pass to the middle. Shot, shorthanded attempts here. Big save by the goaltender. Now the Lady Dogs come back. They got numbers. Good back check by the Edgy Penguins to prevent that 3-on-2 from developing. Cancels out, creates a 3-on-3, and steals the puck and starts to skate the other way, and it will be sent all the way down the ice, where it is picked up by a Lady Dog. Kicks it across ice. Look to the weak side, walking in, made one miss. Fired to the outside, goes for that far post, can't get it in the net. Picks up on rebound, she's got another chance. Walks through 3 people, and then gets it in the corner, and they'll battle for it in the corner. Puck goes to the outside and is off of the goaltender into the corner. This one goes, gets sent all the way down the ice, and they'll try to pick it up and regroup, and we got 15 seconds left to go on this one-time penalty, and this one gets chipped up and bounces on the edge of the boards before going back into the Penguin zone. Under pressure, Penguins good escape move, pass out of the zone, gets chipped off the boards. That will do it for the power play, and we are even strength with the Dogs regrouping at center, and they'll kick it into the zone. Picked up by the Penguins. Penguins pass it out. Long pass intercepted. As she comes from the bench, comes into play. It's number 3 to the outside. Fires it. A little bit of stick, blocked that, and pushes it wide of the net. And they'll battle for it in the corners. That's number 9 backhands it up, and it's intercepted by the point. They try to shove it towards the net. It goes wide. They'll reset for a second chance. They'll walk in with some room. Fires it. Goaltender makes a save. Goes to the corner. Penguins with the long pass off of the boards. This one should be received inside the zone. And defense did a good job getting back, keeping that puck to the outside. And then eventually there's a turnover to the Dogs. They'll rim it around. Nobody there except for the point of the opposing team, and she will keep it in. Pushes it in, and they'll battle for it before it pops free, and the Dogs skating towards center. Both teams seeming to be pretty disciplined with the majority of their changes happening fast. They both got relatively short benches. And with under 20 minutes left to go, there's no doubt the intensity will go up in this 1-goal game. Puck's lost in front, picked up by the Penguins, tries to get out, right back to the Dogs, off the shin pads and into the corner. Centering pass is deflected and then gets through. And then one extra swat at it, but the puck does not come free. That's a save by the goalie. Right about 18 minutes left to go. The Edgy Penguins up by a score of 1-0 over the Lady Dogs. Lady Dogs been showing a lot of the pressure. Penguins look to break it out. It's challenged, and they're held against the half boards. It changes a couple different times, and then it gets pushed for a long pass to the Penguins, then chipped into the zone, then turned over and pushed right back out to center ice. Penguins try to push it right back in. The play is onside. They walk in, poke check knocks it out, then a play off of the boards is blocked. Second attempt is blocked. Third attempt goes across ice, which gets out of the zone, but it makes it to the Penguins, who will regroup inside their own zone. They'll pass it up center ice. It's touched into the zone. They'll give chase. And this one gets centered, but the centering pass is blocked. Good defensive play there by the Dogs. It'll be picked up, pushed high, hits the point, and stays in. And they look for the long pass, is intercepted. Penguins forced to retreat as that play was on a delayed offsides. Dogs able to freely skate up through neutral ice. They'll go to the outside. One person misses, another person misses. Circling, trying to hit a streaking person in the slot area, and no going, as that is intercepted by the Penguins. That play sets up offsides, and then the puck is forced to retreat. Try to go in, and it'll be picked up by the Penguins. Penguins look to change possession, and they walk through neutral ice. That's a definite trip, as it looked like that stick was stuck in the skate. An easy call for the referee. It'll be tripping against the Lady Dogs, and we'll see a power play from the Penguins. This is going to set up with just under 16 minutes left to go. Again, this is still a runtime period, runtime half, unless we're inside 2 minutes and the game is tied or a 1-goal difference. This one gets passed out front. It's intercepted by the Dogs, but it gets pushed to the point and returned right back in by the Penguins. Again, the Dogs have another chance. They cannot get by on the first attempt of defense. Now they got a 2-on-1 developing, shorthanded, but the Penguins get back to get in the way. Good pass to center. I think a secondary pass there on the post, and it just misses. And now the puck comes back the other way, and the Penguins are offsides on that. They fire it in. It's a delayed offsides. They must retreat, get out of the zone, and get back. And the Lady Dogs will send it down the ice. Comes right back. The Penguins, puck slips off of his stick, gets picked up by Lady Dogs number 11, who has a lot of time with the puck, and has it again, given back to her. A diving play to chip it by the defense. Almost picks up her own pass. It's kept in. Great penalty kill hustle by the Lady Dogs with just about a minute left to go in the power play for the Penguins. So it goes all the way down. Penguins regrouping behind their own net. A little bit of speed, and it is fired up to the wing. Wing crosses center with room, and that one goes in offsides again. They are forced to retreat to center ice and regroup with the puck. Some of these headman passes just aren't happening fast enough, and the Penguin team is putting themselves offsides frequently right now. Fight down low for it, goes up to the point, misses. Shot attempt in front, a little bit of screen going on in front. Another shot from the point, goes off the shin pad, goes wide. Picked up by the Penguins. Penguins cycling around now to the outside. They'll use their points. A shot from the defense, and it is intercepted. Hits a couple sticks and goes out of the zone, and that will kill the final seconds of the man advantage for the Penguins. We will return to even strength now, 5-on-5, as this puck gets bounced into the Penguins zone. With about 13 minutes left, you can expect that the Penguins will be jumping up a little bit in the play, taking a couple more offensive chances. These runtime periods go quickly. I'm going to try to pass it up. Good back check by the Lady Dogs. Lady Dogs are walking in the zone and fired from the outside, as there was 2 defensemen all in that position. We're at 13 minutes. We still got a 1-goal advantage for the Penguins. Lady Dogs have been showing more offensive chances. Puck's wrestled around in front of the Penguins bench. They'll battle for it. Refs tell them to kick it and move it. They get it going, comes back to the Penguins. We'll flip it forward to the Dogs. Comes back from the Dogs, hits the Dogs again, goes to the Penguins again. This time there's a breakaway by the speedy number 9. She walks in, she's got the goalie one-on-one, goes backhand, it's a kick save. Then a secondary chance is great. Looks like it hit some bodies in front. I don't think that one made it into the net. Now it's picked up by Lady Dogs, who they just want out of the zone, and they will send it out of the zone. Force the Penguins to regroup at center, but not give the Dogs enough time for a change. Penguins walk in. And they'll fight for this one in the corner. It passed out, just goes under a stick, and then goes all the way down the ice and will be declared an icing call, which will bring the puck all the way back into the Lady Dog zone. That was some of the best scoring chances we've seen in a while from the Penguins, with the breakaway opportunity that was stopped and then a secondary opportunity from the slot. Hit some bodies in front, had velocity, and looked like it had a right angle for a scoring chance. Now we're at 11.5 left to go. This one's won back by the Lady Dogs. They'll chip it up the board, attempt to get out of the zone. It's stopped by the point. Goes in, pass, shot, save. This goes up to the other side. And good pass to the slot area, but just bounced by a little bit. This one gets pushed back down. Lady Dogs will pick it up off the boards. They try to rim it around. It gets blocked. They'll battle for it down low. And it comes out on the edge side. Wraparound attempt stopped by some solid defense, and the puck bounces back and forth between the two teams before the Lady Dogs are finally able to clear it out far enough to get it out of their zone, but not so far to get an icing. And the Penguins look to regroup. Pass to the middle. It is pushed away by the defense. And then they'll send it up to the boards, where it is intercepted and changes hands a couple different times before ending up behind the net of the Penguins. Penguins throw a blind pass up the board, just picked up and pushed back in front. Before the Penguins pick it up with some room to escape, but the puck didn't want to go. Forced to pass, and they'll regroup. They try to get out of the zone. Penguins struggling to get out of the zone right here. They finally do, and then the play comes in with offsides. It's a skate, ref lets it go. And now it goes to center ice, and the Lady Dogs will walk into the zone. They try to pass it out front. It's intercepted. A little bit of a hook right there goes by. Good pass off the boards to a breakaway chance. One on the goalie, and the puck just missed. She gets a shot attempt, but just a little bit past the net. Goes around, and it'll be picked up by the Penguins temporarily. They look to fire it out front. Hits the goalie. Bounces out in the slot area. They'll fight for it again. And this comes out. This is a 3-on-1 Dog setting up inside the Penguin zone. They'll look with a backhanded pass. They're all backhands right here, and then a shot and a goal. A good execution on the 3-on-1. A backhand pass to a backhand pass. Came back, missed the primary target, the secondary support. Able to rally that puck and push that into the net while the goalie was focused on the primary opportunity. That makes this championship game knotted up at 1-1 with 9 minutes left to go. Penguins pass intercepted. They'll walk in with room, got somebody open. They look to shoot it with the backhand, bounces off the goalie's mask. Goalie stays solid right there. Takes a couple whacks and then ends up with the puck. We're ticking down underneath 9 minutes left to play in regulation time. This one comes out. It bounces around a couple different times before it gets picked up by the Penguins. Penguins look for a cross-ice pass and decide not to, and they'll fight for the puck. Good steal by the Lady Dogs. Number 12, she'll walk in. She fires between the legs of the defenseman, and obviously screen shot. Goalie makes the save with ease. And they'll battle in front. Another one comes firing across. Goalie in the position to make the save. And the Lady Dogs threatening. Shot from the point, goes wide of the net. And they must give chase. Defense comes in, it gets chipped around, turns the other way, and they'll battle for the puck just outside the zone. That comes in offsides. as the Lady Dogs were still clearing the zone when that one bounced in. So we will see the face-off in front of the Penguins bench. Clock's ticking. A little less than 8 minutes left to go. This one tied at 1. Puck bounces around, comes back, and goes off of some shin pads, and the Lady Dogs will enter the zone. This one bounces wide, gets pushed back by the Penguins, and then they'll fight it up the boards where it is met and clears the zone with a touch and a chase. And it's going to go all the way down, which creates an icing, brings that puck back into the Penguin zone. Puck's dropped, one back by the Lady Dogs. Lady Dogs will look and fire from the point. It hits a body and then gets chipped out of the zone. Now it's a race for the puck. And the Penguins there first, but a lot of stick traffic, unable to get through. It turns up on the Dogs. Dogs turn it the other way quickly. Pace has picked up in this one. They'll look to the outside, and they'll battle to try to get it in, and it's intercepted by the Penguins. They'll pick up the puck, and they'll reset behind their net. They try to go around, but doesn't. Hits the opponent right in front, creates a scoring chance inadvertently for the Lady Dogs. And Lady Dogs will go and change. Both teams changing, keeping fresh legs on the ice, as by the time this puck drops, we'll have about 6 minutes left to go. This one comes back, Lady Dogs pick it up, and they'll circle around the net, and they'll look for a little bit of a pass out, and it makes it on the second attempt. Goes all the way down, but not far enough for icing, picked up by the Lady Dogs. Lady Dogs push it up the boards. They'll take a look, and fire it in. Bounce pass, it's going to go all the way down the ice. That's going to be too far. That's going to be icing. And this one will come back in the Lady Dog zone. A lot of time gets eaten up on the icing calls as the run time keeps going. About 5 minutes by the time this one drops left to go. We're knotted up, at 9, and they will, if they remain tied, become stop time at 2 minutes. If they remain within 1 goal, good poke check right there to stop the speedy number 8 getting through. They'll fight in front of the Lady Dog bench, kicking and poking at the puck. You got a 3-on-2. It comes back to the Lady Dogs. Lady Dogs regroup with the defense. They try to pass it across. It's intercepted at the point, and the Penguins will fire from the outside. It bounces around behind the net. Lady Dogs pick it up. They'll look to backhand it up, and they'll battle for it up at the point. And that battle is won by the Lady Dogs, pushes it to neutral ice. The speedy number 8 backhands it up. It's picked up and walked into the zone. Good poke check by number 12. Number 12 has shown that she has some offensive capability, and she's walking around everybody. They get a stick on her at the last second, force the puck into the corner, picks up her own rebound, takes a look, avoids another poke check. Got time in the slot area, got time, drop pass, bounces through. An awkward pass through, an awkward shot through the screen. Goalie is able to correct course at the end there and save that. This one gets picked up and battled for down low. It'll get up to the Lady Dogs, so they get a shot from the outside. That's blocked by a stick. Backhand centering pass is intercepted and then picked up by number 11. She turns, protecting the puck to the outside, turns the other way, looking for help. He finds a seam in the slot, and the puck is just missed. Didn't quite get what she wanted on it, and then it comes out of the zone, and they'll push it the other direction. Penguins pick it up, and they'll enter into the zone. It goes off the skates, and it goes back to middle ice. They'll fight for it. The intensity picking up here as we enter our final 3 minutes of regulation time. That one goes all the way down, and that is the distance for icing, and they'll call it icing even though it went right underneath the skate of a player. That becomes a subjective call for the referee to decide if that player could have made that play or not. Looks like we got a timeout. Edgy Penguins. And that clock should stop. And the volunteer running the clock is being reminded by the benches that tend to really help sometimes dictate the time. The teams do receive a timeout. And this clock should go up to about 2:46. It's continuing to run. And it's down to 2:07. They'll need to do some adjustments on that clock to get that time reset. The ref's talking with them about that. That timeout costs about 30 seconds in the game, which should go to stop time at this point with a 1-1 tie as they enter 2 minutes. I think we'll see a delayed probably start on the clock is typical in this situation, so they don't have to reset the time. They just will wait before they start it. .207 shows on the clock right now. I expect a delayed start of that clock. The refs talking to the teams. The Lady Dogs using this time to rally. The multiple coaches for the Penguins seeming to be talking to each other. Now they have one of their middle coaches addressing the team. Nobody using a whiteboard here. This must just be a heart conversation. It's championship. You know how to play. Now it's time to show if you want it or not. Playing to get inside an elite group that owns championships and their name on the Dawg Cup. This faceoff will take place inside the Penguin zone. And they have added more time on the clock. We're back to 2 minutes, 30 seconds left to go in this regulation time, but we are tied at 1. Puck's dropped. It's won back by the Dogs. They'll go across to a point. Give it back to the other point. Great pass to keep it in, but they will fight now. Number 11 gets over to number 12. Number 12 back to 11. 11 with a shot in the center. It's blocked by the defense. They'll battle now for possession. That one gets chipped out, and you got the speedy number 8. Will hit the offensive zone with a couple trailers. Tries to chip it across the middle, and it goes too far. It gets over to the zone, then it gets fired back to the middle blindly. Now they'll look to the point, but that point is owned by the Lady Dogs. The speedy number 8 gets back. She'll walk, bounce it off of the boards into the Lady Dog zone. Penguins, Dogs fight for the puck. Comes out on the Dog stick. Number 11 will race to get to the outside and then dump it into the zone. We got a minute 45 left to go in regulation. Tied at 1. Penguins pull it out. They'll bounce it off the boards. It'll go down the ice to the lonely defenseman. She will skate it up into the zone. Got a little bit of room before she gets cross center and pushes it into the zone, keeping the pressure inside the Penguins. Penguins will hit it around the rim. It's picked up by the point. She pushes it to the middle. It gets stopped by the defense, who will regroup behind her own net, looking for help. Kicks it out high. And the point tried to jump in front of that one and was unable to. We got a 3-on-2 developing. Shot from the outside, safe. Oh, that one went through. That's a goal. That's a goal for the Penguins. Should be stop time running on that clock. And that clock stops with just about a minute left to go. And they gave them 2 points for that one. It's a heck of a shot. I don't know that it's worthy of 2 points. Now it gets corrected down to 2-1. So 1 goal difference. Lady Dogs trailing. Penguins are up. Lady Dogs in green, and they will push it to the middle. They'll look to walk out in front. Pass is made. Shot from the outside. It hits the goalie's pads. It's secondary chance, third chance. They're fighting for the puck before the whistle. Goalie makes the save. Series of saves in there by the goaltender. Could be the one to make the difference in the game. She's a little slow to get up, and she took a stick fighting for that. Definitely a late whistle on that puck. And they'll take a little second to talk about this one. 43 seconds showing on the clock. The puck must have been loose from the ref's perspective as he was right on top of it, but was not blowing the whistle. We now have a timeout called on the side of the Lady Dogs and an injury timeout happening with the goaltender for the Penguins. Both teams cheering as the goalie gets to upright position. Hopefully full recovery here shortly to come, holding her ribs a little bit where she took that stick. The Dogs going in hard off that loose puck. A lot of pushes with that stick. Play until you hear the whistle is what was happening right there. And goaltender for the Penguins moving a little bit slow, but she seems to be able to continue. Meantime, a lot of strategy talk going on the Lady Dog bench. Their player coach standing in charge. .43 seconds remaining in regulation. Right now, the Penguins with a 1-goal lead, which they had most of the game until the Lady Dogs tied it up. And Penguins countered, got a goal the other way. And it looks like when we drop this puck, the Lady Dogs are going to have an empty net and provide themselves an extra attacker. So we should see some 6-on-5 hockey here. This one comes back. Lady Dogs kick it up, goes to the point. It's open. It bounces off some shin pads. It bounces back and forth. It's picked up by the Penguins. They will clear the zone with a shot off the boards. It will not be enough to get an icing. They'll fight for it in their own zone. Lady Dogs with the extra attacker. They will now regroup behind their own net, and they'll push it all the way around and up to the winger. Winger's got a little bit of room centralized. Great pass to number 12. Number 12 has a little bit of room. A good defense blocks it up. A backhanded pass, the middle just missed. And this one bounces up to the point. It's kept in. It's pushed towards the slot area. It bounces around a few people. It's trouble to get control. That puck going off of everybody's stick and skate before it finally pushes out and by the Penguins, and they will edge it down the ice, and that will be it. And the Penguins win the championship with a final score of 2-1 in a nail-biting close game over the Lady Dogs, who really had some offensive chances right there at the end with the net pulled. It looks like the goaltender for the Penguins is moving just fine, as she will be able to carry the cup and feel even better. It's amazing how these trophies can make pain go away. And that is it for this final. So special thank you to these two teams that have battled for the last several days in order to achieve this, and to our Velux sponsor, who will be presenting the trophy for the champions. So for the Dawg Network here with Shaw Productions, who's done an outstanding job showing these games. Hats off to Shaw Productions. Please make sure to keep visiting the site. I'm Zach Newmeyer. Thanks for the time.
Thank you for joining us for Dog Bowl 14. We hope you enjoyed the game.
And always remember to play hard, play fair, and give back.
Thanks again, and we'll see you at the next puck drop.